relay the information.
Can you hear
Like,
me?
but they never
It's Naomi.
explain it like that.
Naomi, what the hell?
Heck?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different
Wait, you
Kodak.
just talked to Campbell like
Naomi,
6
is what
seconds
the
ago.
Colonel says true?
The Colonel isn't exactly
But
doing
not
what he's saying.
everything I
He's
said
constantly
was a lie.
lying.
Who are you?
I don't know anything. My parents' faces, my name, the name and ID I have now I just bought. But the reason why I study genetics, that was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
That's right.
Don't you love that every
I know
single
where I
person in
came
this
from.
game just constantly
My
lies
age,
to
my
you?
race, anything.
And
Naomi.
in
I
MGS3,
was
both
found in Malaysia sometime in the 80s.
oh, I forget her name, the
During
blonde
the
lady
warfare.
and Eva.
What's
And,
now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes.
Even Eva's a fake name.
Rhodesia
Well, I was gonna say,
founded by
Eva is a
England
triple
in
agent, and
1965,
like
and there were lots of
Ocelot
Indian
is a
warriors around.
quadruple agent or something.
I remember that it was Eva was trying to get the Philosopher's Legacy, which is just like
worried about the past.
information or the location of untold like billions and trillions of
Understand who I am
dollars.
now.
But then
I
the
should.
one that Eva
No one
got
else
was a
tries to
fake,
understand
and the
me.
one that Ocelot got was the
I
real
was
one.
alone
So
for
Ocelot
so
won.
long.
Right. But in order to get it, Eva had to like double cross you, but then she got triple cross. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's just,
Frank Yeager.
it's so much.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was
This
half dead
music.
from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my
It would have been
only
cool if we got to actually do this in an American game.
Gray Fox.
We survived that hell together, Frank and I.
Yeah, I really wish that Metal Gear 2 had like the production value of like the newer
Everything
games,
to
but
me. The only proof I have of my
if I was
existence.
Konami and I was like, let's
My
remake
existence
a
as an
game, I would
individual.
definitely not choose MGS3.
Right.
I'd choose Metal Gear 2.
MG2 just seems perfect.
I was in Mozambique.
Because we never even got a truly released version over here in America.
Yes.
Yeah, it was included with like
brought us to
subsystems
this
in the
land
HD
of
collection.
freedom.
Yeah, like the
but
legacy collections or whatever.
when you're playing the HD collection,
But then
it's
he and my brother
I wonder
went
how
back
many
to
people
continue
even
the
like
war.
finished either Metal Gear or Metal Gear
That's
2.
when it happened.
That has to be like less than 5%.
You killed
Less than
my
1%.
benefactor.
I've tried a couple times to play Metal Gear on NES, and I cannot. Even with knowing what to do, I'm just...
I think Metal Gear 1 or Metal Gear 2 is a really good game, but I've only beat it once.
So, oh, speaking of weird Metal Gear games, you know what game
So,
is
what
super,
are your prayers
super
answered?
uncommon and getting very
The
expensive?
Game Boy Color one.
The Game Boy Color one. Metal Gear Solid Ghost
To
Babel?
kill me? Is that all
I
you
don't
care
know
about?
if it's
I also beat
canon.
I beat that game, man, it has to be 10 years ago now, but I remember the story in that game being like surprisingly good, because it's actually written by the, essentially the ghostwriter of MGS, of MGS 1, 2, and 3. I forget his name, but he's the reason why the games are good.
What about Liquid and the others?
Yeah, I've watched a couple videos about the stories of MGS, and that one is never brought up, so I'm guessing it's just completely non-canon?
Yeah, it's
The one that
non-canon.
used Gray
Okay.
Fox for his genome experiments.
That's my favorite type of games in the world, is handheld games
My brother.
that shouldn't be handheld games, but
After
end
we
up
recovered
being
it,
okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of non-canon Metal Gear games when you think about it. Acid 2 are not
He's come here
canon.
to kill me.
Portable
I
Ops
don't think
Plus
so.
has a story,
I think he just
and
came
that
here to
became
fight
not
me.
canon like immediately because
I
Peace
wasn't
Walker
sure
came
before,
out
but now I
and
think I
retconned
understand.
everything.
A final battle with you.
Yeah, Ghost Babel.
That's all I
Portable
was
Ops
for.
Plus
So at
has
least
has
4.
Frank Yeager in it. You play as like soldier Frank Yeager.
Oh, wow.
Uh, I don't remember the story in there though.
About Fox Die. Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people.
Pretty cool.
First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes.
Maybe I'll do that
created
for
through
our
protein
next string of Let's Tries.
programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns.
Do
in
random
cells.
Game Boy Color and Game Boy
Those
Advance
enzymes
games that
recognize
shouldn't have ever
target's
been made.
DNA.
Like Splinter Cell for Game Boy
They respond
Advance,
by becoming
and like
active
the
in
Tomb
using
Raider games for Game Boy
macrophages.
Yeah.
Color.
They begin creating TNF.
There's so many random, especially Game Boy
It's a
Advance.
type of cytokine.
Like Gunstar
A peptide
Heroes had a
which
sequel on
causes
Game Boy
cells to
Advance.
die.
No one ever talks about it.
TNF
Yeah.
epsilon is carried along
Klonoa
with
had
heart.
like 2 or 3
They
games of the
attach
Game
to
Boy
the
Advance
TNF
that
receptors
apparently are
on
pretty good,
cells.
but no one talks about them.
They
There was
got
just a
heart
Klonoa
attack.
re-release like
The heart
collection,
cells
like
suffer a shock
remaster, and
and
none of the
undergo
GBA games
extreme
were on it.
apoptosis.
Wow.
Then
Yeah, it's really... Oh, and people have been, you know, begging for F-Zero games for many years.
There's
And
like two of them on the GBA.
I forget if GX or for the GameCube or the GBA ones came out first, but people never mention those.
I'm pretty sure the second Game Boy Advance one was the last released one.
That would make sense, yeah.
Naomi.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't brought out F-Zero for the Switch. I mean, Mario Kart 8, from what I understand, pretty much is F-Zero at this point, since you have the Zero G and the stuff like that. But it's a strong enough system; it could definitely handle the speed, you know. But yeah, I love stuff like that. Just
I just wanted to let you know that.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
Huh?
I think there's 2 Splinter Cell games on the system. There's like 3 Tomb Raiders.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Snake.
Naomi?
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
what? Just beat her up.
Naomi's
Yeah,
been
literally.
removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Foxdie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Jeez.
Colonel sucks.
What if you called the Colonel back right now? Snake, just do the thing. Snake, do the thing.
What if your PAL key cooled during
And
that?
during that like 5-minute long go,
And you were playing the game like as intended, and that 10 minutes of backtracking was literally just wasted.
rip. Does it ever get to the point where it stops being heated then?
Yeah, but it takes like legitimately like 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's actually more of a nuisance when you're doing it as intended, and you want to make you have to freeze the card first, and then you have to make it hot, and it unfreezing takes forever. And I was in the boiler room with the key frozen. I literally thought something was wrong. I was like, is this not what you're supposed to do? I was in the room for like a minute or two, and it was still frozen. I was like, what is going on?
Detonation code activated. Ready for
Ah. That's why they just left.
Yeah.
Why?
Snake, stupid!
Dude, Snake always gets screwed over every second of every day.
I deactivated it.
Snake, do this. Snake, do this. Oh, wait. You messed up, Snake.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed.
Master?
Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key.
Master
And
is
activated
from,
the
obviously,
warhead for
MG1 or
us,
2, or is he in
I
both?
really must express my
I
gratitude.
guess Metal Gear 2. I don't remember.
Sorry to have
Him,
involved
yeah.
you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way.
I don't
That's
even
when
remember how
decided
Snake gets the
you
PAL
might prove
key.
useful,
Do you remember?
Snake.
No.
Well, for
But Raven
starters,
gives it to
I
him.
had Decoy Octopus
Raven
disguise
has it?
himself as
Okay.
the
At the
DARPA
very
chief.
end of that, he's like,
We
Snake,
thought
here's a
we'd get the
key.
info from you,
I'm pretty sure.
But there
Yeah, I
was
guess so.
Foxdie.
He definitely gave you
You
something.
mean you had this plan?
But if
from the
Raven
beginning,
had it, why didn't they
to
just
get me
do
to
it?
input the detonation code?
You didn't think you made it this
Right?
far
'Cause
by
Raven was on
yourself,
their
did
team.
you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch
We can go back and
preparations
check
are
them, but
complete.
I know Raven
Once the
gives you
world
a
glimpses the
key
power
card.
Yeah.
of this weapon, the White House will
I
have
just
no
don't know if it
choice
was
but
the
to
level
surrender
7
the
key card or
Foxdie vaccine.
literally
Right,
PAL
right.
code.
That's what I'm wondering. Did you fight Sniper or Raven first?
Raven was last.
Raven was
The
last.
Pentagon's
Okay.
plan to use you was
Interesting.
already successful in the torture room.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
don't think Sniper Wolf gives you a key,
You're the
but she is
only
like
one who
ultra dying.
does.
No, because I specifically remember you still needed a key card for
Who
something
are you
afterwards.
anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come to where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
That
Snake, that's not Master
didn't
Miller.
answer it.
Campbell, you're
Oh,
too
Master
late.
Miller. Yeah, he's from
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to
Me, dear brother.
Whoa.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose.
His voice changes so slightly.
Also, another inconsistency with the codec is when you're first introduced with Mei Ling, Snake is like, I didn't expect the scientist to be so cute, implying that he knows what he looks like. But there's another time when you meet Meryl in first person for the first time that Snake has no idea what she looks like. Even though you saw the portrait on the codec of like her without the mask. So that's another inconsistency in this game.
Wow. Who's the person you're missing on the codec?
Snake, that's bulletproof glass.
That's not helpful.
Come on, hurry up already.
Hang on.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. Oh, that's
Do you literally just have to wait?
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm
Clack,
opening
clack,
the
clack,
door.
I'm in.
literally. Am I gonna be wearing this dumb gas mask?
Better be.
No. Walk. Where's your shirt?
Where is?
Liquid!
Just shoot him, dude.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses?
Based!
Oh, you point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as
There needs to be
Master?
a YouTube
I can
compilation of every
manipulate
time
you
Liquid
more
says,
easily.
brother!
You performed quite well, I must say.
Brother!
Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
Dude, Snake should just be so mean.
That's right. You were sent here to kill us, so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged along with bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox
And
dye.
then the Snake would die himself.
Fox die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
By the way, I look
Another
exactly
spy
like
working in the
Liquid,
Pentagon.
including
He
the
reported
sick
that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's
dragon
program
tattoo?
Yeah,
just
it's
before
What is
the
he,
operation.
AVGN?
But no
It looks
one
like a
knows how
sword
or
with like a
why.
snake wrapped around it.
I wonder.
Sick
Maybe
tattoo,
they
Or
bro.
like
arrested
a
her so they could
cross.
find out
It
the
looks
answer
more
to
like a
that.
sword.
Yeah.
No doubt. But
Spencer
I had
also has
no
the same
idea
mullet.
She was motivated by
Easily.
such petty revenge.
I
We still don't know what changes she made to Fox.
my
Dye's
tattoo
program.
is actually a sword, but with the barbed wire around it.
I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine.
Remember that?
to my
Remember how
list
that
of
was a thing for
White
like
House
20 years?
demands.
Yeah.
That barbed wire
There's a
tattoo.
vaccine.
Bruh, I'm so hardcore.
There must be. But that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Yeah.
Wow,
What's that?
he literally is me.
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye.
Literally me.
Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were
I'm
apparently
sure this is
unaffected.
stupid. Just
A bug in the
Silicon
virus's
Knights
programming?
random nonsense.
Could be.
Let's just have
In any
Liquid
case, if it doesn't
stand
kill
on top of
you,
this railing
then
and
I'm
do a
not
front
worried
flip.
either.
Okay.
Otherwise, people would be bored.
Our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are.
Well, I know he gets up there somehow in the original.
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary
The twin
twins.
snakes TM.
We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got
I'm
all
just
of the
admiring
old
that
man's
mullet.
dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
So you're saying I'm the dominant one?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Ha! Love? It's hate. His choosing me knowingly to be the
Is there any
inferior
more
one?
gameplay at this point?
For this,
I mean,
I
besides
want
like the final boss.
revenge.
There's the final boss,
even
the
understand
second
this.
part of the final boss,
You
the
could kill your
CQC
own real
moment
father.
with
You
Liquid,
stole my
and
chance
then the
for
escape
revenge.
sequence.
Okay.
Now I'll finish
So it
the
pretty
work
much all
that
happens
Father
here.
began.
Obviously,
I will
because Metal Gear's
surpass
right there.
him. I will destroy him.
Not going to be doing
You're
anything
just
else
like
tonight.
Naomi.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm not ready for
Well,
anything.
I'm not
We'll
like
lead
you.
off with Saga next time. Oh yeah.
Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes.
Hey Snake, did you know that I was in a bigger, more elaborate Metal
You
Gear when
missed
I was
your
like 8
last
years old?
chance. You'll regret that forever.
Is that MGS5?
Yeah.
Great.
That's why making prequel stories for things like this, it's just, it always makes everything so muddy and awful.
It's just essentially impossible to not have some contrivances.
Because they want to make a prequel story because Big Boss is like the only like story left untold. But then they have to keep raising the stakes. I mean, if they just have a Metal Gear that's like worse than Rex, it works in Metal Gear Solid 3 because it's really not the like the main villain. It's more the boss being like the more interesting figure. But in MGS5, there's like 30 years before this game happens, the way more elaborate, way more deadly Metal Gear already existed. And it's like, okay. But I don't call it Metal Gear, they call it Solid Philanthropist or whatever.
Cool.
And even before that, they had Peace Walker, which is like completely AI-controlled Metal Gears.
Yeah, that sounds better. Snake! Brother! I do like Rex's design a lot. It's very simple, but I like it. Rays from MGS2 is also pretty cool.
Rays are really awesome, and I would say that Rays are like more like functional, but Rex definitely has more iconic design.
And whatever is from 4 is not cool. The Moo Cows, or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
I really don't remember what they call them, but yeah, they suck. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 really upped the stakes. You have Arsenal Gear, which has a fleet of Metal Gear Rays, which are infinitely better than Rex's. Like, where do you go from there? It's like, the answer is, you don't.
I guess the answer is you go backwards, you know? Which is why 3
What
was
is
backwards.
this?
Ah!
What was the point?
He's Dante.
Literally. Screw you, Silicon Knights. Let's add a scene where he jumps 50 feet in the air and does a pointless maneuver.
Why does it take so long to track on?
Because this game's stupid.
For good reason. Does anything except for the stinger do any damage?
I don't think so.
I also want to point out this takes less missiles to kill than the helicopter.
Oh,
did.
by far. I mean, there is a second part of this, but like Nugget Rex is way easier than the helicopter.
The helicopter definitely took at least 12, probably more like 15 missiles.
Did that do it?
As long as you know that you're supposed to go after the, I guess that's the radar. I don't know what that circular thing is, but just go for that. That's all that matters.
Damn!
Why don't you just stand there a while instead of shooting it? Alright.
Nice try!
Liquid looked like he opened up for a second. Why don't you just shoot him?
Oh! Chad.
Hurry! Get away!
Can you see his face in the first one? There's no way.
Gray Fox! The name from
Why did
long
Snake
ago.
sound so
It
weird
sounds
there?
better than
It sounded like the
before.
Colonel.
So it is you.
Okay, now he's back.
You look terrible, Snake.
I think his face does appear in the original game, but obviously, like,
With the graphics.
the graphics, like, Snake and Liquid don't have eyes in the original game. They just have shadows.
Right.
Eyes. Frank's katana is better than 50 stinger missiles. What? What is he doing?
He's Samus. Nothing personnel, kid.
I should have rewatched the original game's cutscenes just to compare them.
Fox, why? What do you want from me? I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me. Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you. Naomi. You're the only one who can stop her. No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself
I
to
like
kill
how
her.
Liquid is just in the background, like, huh? Where'd they go?
So
Yeah, like just
bad
randomly
that I
shooting it.
decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was
He should
my
just be
own
like
blood
incapacitated for
to
right now.
soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother. Fox, outwardly, we may have seemed like contented brother and sister. But every time I looked into her eyes, I trembled with fear. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
But they were so obviously right there!
Just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
There's something about characters that have a death wish that's like so cool.
Yeah, it really is cool. Gray Fox is an awesome character.
I mean, I
Thank
guess
you, Silicon Knights.
didn't they do? I mean, that's MGS2. They did it as well with Fortune, although that was less cool because she was more like outy about it.
Yeah, and Fortune is just not a very cool character.
Yeah.
But it's still like it's an alright moment. He's literally Samus. What is happening?
It's literally Godzilla's like hyper beam. Wow. Oh!
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds,
We use Royal Harriers! Fox!
how strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Clearly not the strongest because he is literally Samus.
A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
What is happening?
He's gonna catch it, dude.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I honestly thought he was gonna catch it and then slice it.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox. But now you're finished!
Now, fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Oh.
Do not shoot the stinger.
Now, in front of you, I can finally die.
What if I just aimed at Fox? That's so awful.
After Zanzibar land, I was taken from the battle.
What happens if you do shoot Liquid?
Nor truly dead.
I don't know. I'm literally following what the speedrun did.
But soon it will finally end.
Interesting.
It might be a game over state, and if that happened, I mean, I guess I could just skip the cutscene. But if the speedrun did it, obviously, not shooting the Skinner is the correct thing to do.
I just don't understand why Liquid keeps having to open the thing.
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least, I always fought for what I believed in. Snake. Farewell.
Ooh.
When death is entreated,
My
the
God.
battle is decided. You see, you can't protect anyone. Not even yourself.
Trust no one.
Oh, what is gonna happen here? What is Silicon gonna have up their sleeve? Is it gonna go Super Saiyan? Is it gonna move the speed of sound?
He's literally gonna teleport behind him, I'm telling you.
Is he gonna do like a sonic wave slash? Okay. I just have no trust in Silicon Knights at all. Oh, okay.
Ah.
And conveniently, Liquid just leaves that thing open.
Very convenient.
There you are.
Wait, why isn't he just close it?
Because he is the biggest, dumbest piece of crap ever. Lots of strategy. But... What? Piece of crap, you piece of crap! Oh, that was so stupid.